So friends, I've lined up both these speakers in front of you. This is the Artis BT504 and this is the Zoook Boombox Plus. And if you want to watch the unboxing and reviews of both these speakers, you can see a card up over there. Just click on the card or you can click on the I tab, watch the video. So moving on to the build quality and design of both these speakers. So first we are going to talk about the Artis BT504. The Artis BT504 is having a great build quality and the design is superb. Like, because of that circular design, it feels more portable. If you imagine it in a square form factor, this speaker would be more bigger, but because of the circular design, it looks quite tremendous. And the build quality is also superb. Like, the whole shell is plastic, but there are no rough edges at all. Like, these two accents, the silver accents, looks quite stylish, and this rubber handle is also very robust. And the great thing is you don't have panel gaps. Also, there is no rattling between the buttons of the speaker. Like, I'm going to show you the placements of the buttons. Over here you can see this is the LED display in the center. Bottom of the LED display, your play pause button, and the upper part of the LED display you can see the mode button. And on the both the sides you have your changing tracks, and this is your on off button, your LED indicator for the battery, charging port, two scrolls for those mic echo and the volume, and one knob for the volume. And on this side you can see the aux input, USB input, your SD card input, and two mic inputs also provided in this speaker. And the buttons have a great feedback and they don't have any rattling between the shell. So now moving on to the Zoook Boombox Plus. The Zoook Boombox Plus has a great design. It is so retro looking. Like, it just looks like a 90s FM cassette player. So now cassette speakers, and I love the way it looks, but the build quality is not at power with the Artis BT504. Like, it's not that bad, it's not that good, but it's moderate. You have some panel gaps, and those buttons have a rattling between that shell, but the buttons have great feedback. On the top you get all your controls, the play pause button, your changing tracks. Over here you can change channels for the FM, you can change mode, and the great feature which I like about this speaker is the EQ mode. I don't know why Artis is not giving EQ mode on this speaker, because the smaller speaker Artis BT405 has a EQ mode also. Like, you can adjust the bass in that speaker, but in this speaker you cannot adjust the bass. The 504 has that kind of a drawback. You have your LED display over here which shows you all the information you need, the battery, Bluetooth, everything. And at the back you have your ports, charging port, charging indicator, on off switch, SD card slot, the micro SD card slot actually, which you have to install in your mobile phones, your aux input, and your USB input also. So now moving on to the features of both these speakers. Feature wise, both are at power to each other. Like, the advantages of the Artis BT504 has a mic input also, like two mics input, and you get a free mic inside the box which is wireless, and you get the batteries also to install inside this mic. You can see two AA batteries, so that's a great feature. And in the boombox you get a bigger battery. Like, the Artis BT504 has a very small battery. I mean to say that the Boombox Plus is having like 3 times bigger battery than the Artis BT504. The boombox playtime is 6.5 hours to 7 hours, but the Artis BT504 has just 3 to 3.5 hours only, and that's quite less. And both these speakers USB ports can charge your device also. If you are low on battery in those parties, you can charge your smartphones also through these speakers. And you get microphones also in both these speakers. And the advantage is the Artis BT504 has RGB lightings also, which nowadays RGB is a great thing. You need RGB in anything. You think of the gaming laptops, you think of those keyboards, think of the internals of the CPU, you need a RGB lighting, and that looks quite fancy at night. So now moving on to the sound test of this. So friends, I've connected both these speakers to my Nexus 6P. So first we are going to hear the Zoook Boombox Plus, which is a 32 watt speaker. So the name of the song is Sparrow by NCS, and the volume from my device is full, as you can see. So now I'm going to play the song. So now we are going to move on to the Artis BT504. So I'm going to play the same song again, and the volume from my device is full, as you can see. So friends, as you've heard both these speakers, now we come to a conclusion that the Artis BT504 is very crisp, clear, the bass is superb, it's very thumping, and there is no distortion at full volume also. Like, the lyrics are perfectly listenable and the bass is also very thumping. But on the Zoook Boombox part, it's little bit more louder than the Artis BT504, but that's negligible. Like, it's just little bit more louder because it has more watts also, and the bass is also superb in the Zoook Boombox Plus, but there is a little bit of distortion. The distortion is manageable. You can control the distortion from the EQ mode. Like, if you lower down the bass or the vocals, you can just reduce the distortion, but there is a little bit of distortion which cannot be ignored. When the volume is full, you have to keep the volume down, and because of that you lose out on bass also. The bass is super, but because of that distortion you have to just decrease the volume and you lose out on the bass part. But features wise, both are very much neck to neck. But if you see the value for money thing, I think the Artis BT504 is quite great outdoor speaker. Like, both these are outdoor speakers, but the value for money thing, I will go for the Artis BT504. It's up to you. There is 1,000 rupees difference in both these speakers. Boombox Plus is 3,000 rupees and the Artis BT504 is 4,000 rupees. But I think the Artis BT504 is a value for money speaker because you get many different features, like the mic which you get free out of the box, that too wireless mic, and you get that RGB lighting, and the sound is superb. The primary thing which this speaker is made for, it does superbly. It sounds too good. The thumping is quite great. The boombox is also a great speaker. The sound is very loud. Mind you that this is a loudspeaker, this is more louder, a bit louder, which is negligible, but this is louder, and the bass is also great on the boombox. Like, it's very thumping, but because of that distortion it loses out. Like, I need a great speaker with great sound. I can pay 1,000 rupees more because it's a value for money speaker. You get more extra stuff, and I think I like the design of the Artis BT504 because it's circular and it looks more portable than the Boombox Plus because of that boxy shape, which I don't like. Like if you have seen my older videos also, I don't like boxy shapes. I like circular shapes which are very portable also. So friends, if you want to buy great looking and great sounding outdoor speakers, the links are down in the description. Please buy them from the links in the description because they help the channel. So thank you for watching, friends. This is it for now. This is the comparison between the Artis BT504 and the Boombox Plus. Thank you for watching, friends.